The Ontario legislature was supposed to resume sitting today, but Doug Ford postponed the new session until after the federal election. The Premier was nowhere to be seen today, but the opposition stood right here outside Queen's Park, calling for hospitals to be safe zones free of protests, and said they should hold them here instead. Now, protesting is a fundamental right, and I asked Andrea Horvath if it's a slippery slope deciding when and where people can gather.
Healthcare is also a basic right that we all have. We have a universal healthcare system, and we have a right to get to our work places of work unimpeded.
Toronto Mayor John Tory also condemned the protests, calling them irresponsible.
Who's going to look after any of these people that are protesting if they get sick? It's the very same people inside that hospital building that they're obstructing from going to work and abusing. I mean, it's just beyond comprehension.
But Premier Doug Ford today was silent. Yesterday on Twitter, he called the hospital protests, quote, selfish, cowardly, and reckless. When CityNews asked today why he won't make hospitals safe zones, his spokesperson responded, saying, we support law enforcement, taking every step necessary to protect healthcare workers, patients, and their families. Ford is no doubt protecting his base, keeping an eye on this June's provincial election.
Why should we be condemned for our choice?
Every politician, though, is watching these growing signs of anger. People's Party of Canada leader Maxime Bernier, who narrowly lost the Conservative Party leadership in 2017, has been tapping into anti-government and anti-vax fury. He's seen a rise in the polls. Just 2 years ago in the last election, he got around 1% support. Pollsters today are showing he has anywhere from 5 to 10% support, a significant increase. Last week, gravel was thrown at Justin Trudeau on the campaign trail. Police have since charged Shane Marshall, who as a result was fired as president of the People's Party of Canada's Elgin Middlesex London Riding Association. This woman was at today's hospital protest wearing a PPC hat and explained why she supports the party.
They're the only party that is saying your health is not a government mandate. Your health is up to you. Everybody has bodily sovereignty. And that's the party you got to support right now.
In such a tight federal election campaign, the PPC could potentially split voters on the right and give the Liberals the advantage. As for Justin Trudeau today, he also condemned the hospital protests and promised if elected again, he'll make it a criminal offense to block access to a healthcare facility or intimidate or threaten healthcare professionals or any other patients seeking medical care. Many say those laws already exist.